was once in a train. It was so tight. It was so horrible.
I cannot show that to anyone.
I was even surprised. Get the car and go to the airport.
Unfortunately, you haven't been with us last time in New York.
Let me do it now.
So when she came from New York, it's like I told Louis this morning.
And someone jerked off on my back.
Oh, I love it. We should interview each other. My dresses are the most important thing.
I was once in a train.
People and women with babies on their arms screaming. And you are so attached to babies. Blood and babies. And he cannot make phone calls and like all excitement. I think there's still things I don't know. You're so funny. And they treated me always like, oh, you're Jewish. It's so funny. Questions we have. You're the only Jewish girl. Louis would wake up. He's so funny. To separate profession by your private life. But she enjoyed it very much when she came to R25. Traditionally, it's such a feeling of freedom. And you always have this other you next to you. Like we have the same genetics somehow, yeah. Then I realized that my sisters were there. You're born as a twin. The ability of controlling birth. Wait until you will have 7 grandchildren. So in my dream I had to make choices. We were thinking and talking. It's like I told Louis this morning, I don't even know what's going to happen. Whenever Louis can, he asks me to come and share the time with him. Is there any sense about it? I told Louis in the morning. Oh, nice. All the time. That's so typical Louis. And I knew the house would explode. Fashion. I cannot let go very easily. Fashion is the most important thing in my life. The greatest possibility of letting go. A woman is so crazy. There's such a short time that women anyhow started to develop their identity. She's such a strong, vivid woman. That there's someone who is strong enough to keep all the weak parts together. Even if there is an explosion and there's fire. So interesting. We're having fun together. Everything I was doing was my own decision. We're really very close.
L'acqua perché non avendo un sistema di scolo delle acque
so nice. Oh, it would be so embarrassing for him. Oh my God. Because Tanya was saying, that's what I was saying. Politicians in Europe are very dry. You sound sometimes chauvinistic? I think they're like, wow. You think Italians are more chauvinistic? And I was working like 8-9 hours. Sephardic Jews are more sophisticated. I could imagine to spend a lot of months in Thailand. Absurd. Seduction. Just for 30 minutes?
Yep.
Regular. I do see it as this kind of artistic collage. Yes. So I'm going to do it. Being in a big country. So is there nice stuff of Dolce & Gabbana to buy cheap? But the change of government had to do with people noticing that we're heading for a disaster. I have never bought anything from Dolce & Gabbana. And now they're having a disaster. Living in one of the giant countries. And it was fantastic. Probably has to happen anyhow. You don't have to protect yourself. They're changing and moving. We're very fortunate. But I don't know, is there something about knowing that you live in a country that has that size, that it gives you a more feeling of being safe? Sure. Happy. It's like Kennedy's saying, like, I am in a Berlin. They have to take their own responsibility. Mini version, right. Like, in contrary, all the promising that Obama was doing, there was a lot of disappointment as well. Social envy. This is what happens worldwide. At Basel, we all are going through major changes. There's only bribery. Sure, Europe is different. They're not reliable. But then there's no difference. They have been lying. If you live in Europe or you live in America, you're fortunate. They have been cheating.
In France, you know, he had this.
I mean, they should all go to a psychoanalyst. Jesus, he was upset. Was also very American. Rock star mentality. Nobody had any respect. Because they're more sensitive to this American way. I mean that it works. All credibility of Italy was gone.
Sei il primo che è riuscito a dare I colori veri di Portofino.
No, I lost my Italian. This is very European Italian. People, you know, they don't want to vote anymore. As being foreigners, some of it happened also in France. I think French is a language horrible. Louis the same way. They're blaming their problems onto other people. I wish my parents would have educated me in Polish. She's really trying to help. Through Louis, I got very used to it. It would be a disaster. Very German. Aber jetzt könnten wir auch mal Deutsch sprechen miteinander, weil die ganze Zeit muss ich mir das Englisch anhören von euch beiden und ihr könntet auch mal Deutsch mit mir sprechen. Worldwide. They were scared that they would recognize me in school. The Greek people don't see that someone's reaching out hands is so selfish. As being foreigners, I'm the most gentle friend to you. I understand very well. In New York, I don't understand it. We're Japanese food, I like beer. I don't understand. I always scream at you. It's so terrible. Can you explain it to me? Yeah, I always scream at him. He's so funny. I don't know. I don't understand. I always try to understand. I understand very well. No attachment. It's a pity you couldn't understand the Bavarian. You will do a flip. So what do you think? Louis always says like he loved Thailand so much. Polyester. Ride and be creative. Louis hates polyester. And then Louis tried to drive. Not in Bangkok, I think. No, this is like an exception. I was just thinking, it's not pleasant leaving Portofino. No, your mother tongue. But I'm happy. You know, with the Vespa, so easygoing, he loves the food. But the thing is that it had this old engine. We met you guys in I remember, like it was 88 or 89 or something like that. Yes. You're very strong. We have the same thought. Men, but there is another quality coming from the women's side. I just want to drop something off in my studio. Maybe we have changed. Third world. I had something totally else in my mind, but for the time being there, I loved the way it was. Suddenly, I get driven, talking like day and night. I drop everything. If you want, you can always be on top of a situation. And I forget everything I wanted to do, like almost being on the edge. If I go on vacations, I knew this guy was on cocaine. Sometimes I'm more the controlling person. Smoke pot. I'm very tired, and I could go into this world, just let go, because I didn't have any exercise. But I can go out anytime. So interesting. I could destroy a painting in a second. When we went to Art Basel, we were both laughing. I'm not an anxious person. I don't know who I will meet. I don't like even sometimes to control situations. Experiences, options, and people meeting. When she smiles, it was amazing because it was just happening. Oh, absolutely. We felt like being like hunting dogs. Like, she's such a loving person. This is something I love very much. It's like very loving also the relationship. Maybe we would have not met this person and this person. No, but not at all. I was my single child at home. Definitely not. I was very left alone. Emotionally. I'm not focused, right? They couldn't show his body. I came to my mother. She looked at me and said, "You look so ugly." I mean, that's so crazy. So why rush? So vivid. She's very nice now.
Else and think, you know what you said this morning? You said something very interesting. You said you had a friend.
I feel I have to push it. My feeling is that 10 years ago, 20 years ago, so big. I look at my work and I think, who has done that? Photoshop a lot. Or do like huge images. I don't have so much time, so I push it now. I will not ever be able to do something like that again. We are one of the few artists doing little things. You have a position, you have a structure, you have employment, you have an office, you are an artist. I could be much more relaxed. How much therapy did you do about it?